All right, guys. Thanks for coming on, and apologize just getting here a little late. Coming out of church, so we're gonna have games on today, and with commentating, I'm not sure exactly which game is on at 1 o'clock. So just bear with us. But I appreciate you guys coming on here.
Week 4 of the college football
And
season. We had the Pullman, Washington
I'm
State.
Jerry, and this is my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys hit subscribe, and we'll be able to talk about the game. So I see the Patriots and Jets are playing, Dolphins and Cowboys, Bengals and Bills, the Broncos and Packers. I'm a Packer fan. I'm a Steeler fan. And I'm a Tom Brady fan, so I do like greatness. And whenever people are great, I enjoy watching them. So, feel free to let me know which team you're on, or which team you like. So we got the Packers and Broncos just starting. Playing at Green Bay.
Is next for him. And you'll notice the uniforms. These are the throwback
My
jerseys,
background's
the
not
third jersey from the late
right
30s
yet,
through
so
the 40s, where the
I still got to
Packers
do
won
some more
championships.
research of.
And of course, the
how to
Broncos
get
are in
this
their orange
done.
white. So the Packers throwback. Broncos looking for a step forward.
Packers got the ball.
Denver, first time they were 0-2 since 1999.
Just started the quarter. It's on the Packers' 25-yard line. Aaron's in shotgun, and he rolls out, and he hits
of the first down. The pass completion to Marquez Valdez.
his wide receiver.
Offensive line, a little beat up with Lane Taylor's bicep injury. He's out at left guard. Elton Jenkins will step in for him over there.
Yeah, but they were rotating that, through the course of training camp and then actually into week 1. So not a big panic right there for the offensive line of the Packers, who played very well against that Vikings front last week.
After an 8-yard pickup, Aaron Jones trying to get the first down.
And he does. Goes out of bounds.
Simmons, from his safety spot, had to make the tackle, and that's the guy that head coach, defensive coordinator Vic Fangio said we cannot let get going. As Aaron Jones, if we tackle him well, then we're going to have a good day.
Yeah, they've got to really work on their tackling. You can see some of these guys
So
right
now,
off the edge. Von
first
Miller,
down,
Bradley
10.
Chubb. When you look at the secondary, and you've got Chris Harris, and Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons, you can't figure out why this team hasn't had a better opportunity to create turnovers the first 2 weeks of the season.
At Green Bay's 37-yard line. And he rolls out and dumps it off to the wide receiver on like a short screen pass. We'll also get a thing in here
This
where
is
we
the
can.
most dangerous thing that can happen, and the Broncos defense is well aware of this. And I want you to watch Aaron Rodgers, number one, as his eyes are downfield the entire time. As he moves through the pocket, he's going to climb. He's down. And now he knows exactly where the line of scrimmage is. Gets a little bit lateral at the end of that scramble so he doesn't cross the line of scrimmage. His feel on the playing field is amazing. He knows exactly where he is at every moment.
Field was covered through the light roads in great condition. Pickup of 19 yards. Jamal Williams in a running back.
All right, he takes off, and
two first-year head
couple
coaches guiding their
plays.
teams. First time ever head coaches. One,
Got a
Vic
few
Fangio in his 60s,
yards.
longtime defensive coordinator, and the other, the offensive-minded Matt LaFleur in his 30s at age 39. After a pickup before. Opening drive for the Packers. They started fast last week against Minnesota.
Okay, he's in the shotgun. He throws it downfield. Flag thrown, and touchdown. Touchdown, Aaron Rodgers to number 83.
You get a favorable matchup at the snap. You've got your wide receiver, Marquez Valdez-Scantling on safety, Kareem Jackson, and then here's the classic Aaron Rodgers. Hard count, gets the movement, has the free play. Everybody knows.
Defense number 58. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Everybody knows what's coming next. It's a shot down the field.
Yep.
And
Great
defensive
play,
players
guys.
always talk about Rodgers will get you. We have to watch the ball, not go by his cadence, his count. Well, the over-anxious Broncos trying to keep pressure on, trying to get that sack.
All right,
Offside
so
didn't matter. Gave Rodgers
trying to
the
get
free
some
play, a 40-yard touchdown toss. Crosby with
things going on. Get it straight so you guys can be able to watch some more stuff besides me and get some,
Rodgers on the move and into the end zone. It's 7-0 Packers.
so gotta go to commercial break and so hopefully I can get this going where I'm doing multiple scenes. All right, we're still at commercial, guys. Yeah, I'm wearing my Notre Dame hat. I know they lost last night, but didn't get a chance to watch it. I was out with the girlfriend, and so I didn't get a chance to watch that. But I know they lost, so good try, Notre Dame. Got another coming back to audio now.
Could be up to 6 at catch Phillip Rivers. Deontay Spencer will bring it out of the end zone a few yards deep. Spencer across the 30. Down the sideline.
He's down, going down.
Territory. A sparkling return, and Tremont Smith, a recent pickup this week from Kansas City, may have saved the score for the Pack.
Yeah, I want you to watch out about the 35-yard line as he breaks through right there. Now watch a little bit of the wall start to come into place. Really good job by the Bronco return team.
A return of 59 yards. We have not had a kickoff return in the NFL for a touchdown so far this season. Looks like they're marking the ball back at the 43-yard line.
It was an extra turn. It wasn't that nice.
And Mason Crosby discussing on the Packers sideline.
Well, he took a big hit on that return. When you get out that far in the field, your kicker's going to come into play. And Mason Crosby took a big hit, so just making sure he's okay. 48
33-yard line of Green Bay. Lindsey to the 41. Joe Flacco, he came into the league, actually started his first game the same year that from the Packers Aaron Rodgers did in 2008. And you see where he ranks win-wise, over 100. And happy for a fresh start.
106 career wins, including playoffs.
Last 6 weeks there last year were just miserable. And he's got Lindsey and Royce Freeman in the backfield together, and then splitting out as a receiver. And in motion, Freeman. He gets the football. He's smothered back to the original.
All right, guys, thanks for coming on and watching. As soon as I get everything going right, we'll go to Game Track and some
it really has. And there's a style of play that they would like
replays,
to do, but until Garrett Bowles kind of gets settled down at the
highlights what's going on.
we'll keep an eye on those matchups during the course of the game. Leads the NFL with holding calls. They really can't take advantage of the thing that Joe Flacco does best, and that's stretch the field vertically. So let's see if they've got a protection plan together to help out Garrett Bowles.
All right, it's 3rd and 10 on the Packers.
Flacco has time.
He gets sacked.
It's going to go down. Oh, he had time to get rid of it, but Preston Smith eventually brought him down for the sack.
And that's your combination of coverage and pressure working together, because that was really created by the secondary. I mean, Joe Flacco has time in the pocket, and then it breaks down. There's just nowhere for him to go with the football. And you've got two very athletic edge rushers in this Green Bay front that are relentless in their pursuit.
That was the first time the Broncos took possession in the opponent's territory.
Okay, so now they're 4th and 14. They're punting it off.
Shepard lets it
and it bounces into the end zone.
Bounce for the Packers. They'll come out to the 20-yard line. So after scoring on 5 plays, 75 yards, the defense does its job.
All right, so we're about ready to go into commercial. Two quick series. Two quick series of the Packers and the Broncos. I am doing some stuff on the computer, so I apologize. If you would, tell me what you guys think. Hopefully you can bear with me until I get everything fixed. I appreciate it, guys. I really, really, really do. Changes on this real quick. Great. Hopefully they'll be coming back here with audio in just a second, guys. All right, here comes Aaron Rodgers.
Relaying in to his veteran quarterback. Jamal Williams fights hard and just got a couple of making the play.
Well, Packers up and down the first 2 weeks of the season with the start of the game. You see that first one against the Bears, and then what they did last week. Just an impressive start. Actually scored the first 3 possessions to jump out 21-0 against the Minnesota Vikings. But the big question is, can they sustain it?
Quickly to the line. Rodgers throwing. Devontae Adams,
Yes.
the first down across the 35-yard line.
We saw a great start like this last week, Chris, and then once they got out of the first quarter, they kind of went dark offensively, and that's been the concern.
Again to the line. This is the up-tempo. This is what Rodgers loves to do. And LaFleur said last week when they were in a run, he wishes he had called more no-huddle, more of this. Rodgers dumps it off. The ball is incomplete. In his hands and then flipping backwards. Geronimo Allison couldn't hold on. And let's get a game break with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Chris. Lions-Eagles. Following an Eagles field goal, Jamal Agnew takes this one 100 yards for the score. The first kickoff return for a touchdown this year in the league. Nice start for the Lions. They're up 7-3 early. Chris?
Thank you. We just said there hadn't been one when we saw Denver's return go for 60 yards. This is going against Green Bay, apparently.
False start. Offense. Number 74. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Brad Rodgers' first season as an NFL referee, his third as an official in the league, and Elton Jenkins, who's subbing in there for Lane Taylor, a rookie from Mississippi State, called for the penalty.
Still getting used to that hard card from Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, even your teammates.
Okay, it's 2nd and 15.
Can be alert. Adams is a receiver. Shooting Williams.
And he drops back, throws it over the head of 85.
Reserve tight end Robert Tonyan.
And a couple of mistakes right here for the Green Bay Packers on this second drive. You had the drop by Geronimo Allison. You're going to have that taken away anyways with the penalty on the false start. But now the one thing that Matt LaFleur is concerned about when you play against a team with good pass rushers, and even though they haven't been productive for the Broncos right now, you look at Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, you don't want to be in 3rd and long situations.
And they need 15. They need to get to the 47
Okay, so
for a first down.
3rd and 15.
It's only a 3-man rush on Rodgers.
And he rolls out to the left. He fires it, and it is caught.
Inside the Denver 40, Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
So 3rd and 15, you've got 2 thoughts in mind. You can bring pressure or you can drop in coverage. They drop in coverage. That allows you to get double teams. There's a double team on Bradley Chubb coming off the right defensive end. They chipped Von Miller and then double teamed him coming off the left defensive end. That gives Rodgers the time to scramble and find receivers downfield.
He's already over 100 yards passing, 5 out of 7.
So we'll have some stuff going on with some replays now.
Jones. And the Packers are ready to lose 3 yards. Kareem Jackson, excellent play from his safety spot.
Well, you can see there was an emphasis placed on not allowing the Packer run game to get traction this week. I thought it was the difference last week against Minnesota, how well they ran it. And Vic Fangio told us we can't let that thing go.
2nd 13, guys.
Fangio, who has seen a lot of Rodgers when he was the defensive coordinator of the Bears, and his assessment was, against great quarterbacks, there's no one way to play him. You got to mix it up and hope. He did say that Rodgers has an athletic arrogance, and he said, I mean that as a compliment.
Aaron's in the shotgun.
Top of your screen.
And he's got plenty of time. He throws it deep. And almost caught.
Robert Tonyan was open for a moment.
That's the hard part because they all know what to do when the play breaks down. Robert Tonyan out there on the outside, and it's an adjustment. And you're pressing up the field. Aaron's going to take the shots, and it was one of the things Justin Simmons told us. If you're deep, you've got to stay deep. We can't take chances to come up and try and help somebody
like that. You see that, guys?
He will get that ball over the top, and we saw it on that opening drive.
Rodgers thought he had that one. J.K. Scott to punt.
Okay, Aaron's in the shotgun again.
Convert on 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13, down 1 second, and Aaron takes a timeout.
Here by Green Bay. A little confusion. That was something LaFleur talked about. Reason for the wristband on 3rd down last week was getting the play in faster. He thought it helped him get that in quicker to Aaron Rodgers as they adjust with this offense.
Well, it is wordy, and Matt LaFleur will admit that it's wordy. I think all the offensive coordinators or the play callers in this system will admit that it is a little bit wordy, and the longer you're in it, the more quickly you can get to the line of scrimmage. You start to recognize the completion of the call when you're halfway through it. But he's got to get that from Coach LaFleur. Then he's got to get that out in the huddle. So you're talking about saying it twice, that they are, up to 12, 14, 15 words long. And it gets wordier, on 3rd down.
Yeah, Rodgers said he only used it about 5 or 6 times last week, especially on 3rd down. And as Aaron Rodgers told us, this is the most verbose, right, system in terms of calling plays he's been in. He was so used to all those years with one offense in Green Bay. 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13. Aaron's in shotgun. And guy was wide open.
An open Geronimo Allison. Moving right around the 1st down marker, so J.K. Scott will come on.
And I agree, Chris. It's an opportunity to convert the 3rd and 13, and that would have been 2 3rd and longs that they would have had, but just a little bit high right there for Geronimo Allison.
Scott grew up in Denver, went to Mullen High School. His family, though, Wisconsin roots, mainly in the Madison area.
All right, guys.
And he boots it away for the Packers.
It is.
Spencer, fair catch call.
Hey, Savage, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming back.
That was like a meat packing truck coming down the highway, plowing him over.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Clearly a fair catch given.
Well, when you're going downfield, you're trying to find that ball, you're trying to track it. And unfortunately, as he was tracking the football, he lost track of the returner.
That's Tony Brown, who blocked an extra point last week in the win over Minnesota.
I don't know,
Kick catch interference by the kicking. Kick catch interference by the kicking team. Come here.
Yeah, the fans here are reacting to a highlight, and they think that he was blocked into
Kick
it.
catch interference. Kicking team number 20.